Good morning, everyone. I am here to discuss what is scriptwriting and newscasting. But first, let me define what are the learning objectives. First, explain the importance of broadcasting and delivering news and information to the public. This is included because students need to understand why broadcasting matters. And the second one, differentiate between television and radio broadcasting based on their features and limitations. This objective trains students to compare two main forms of broadcasting. The third one, identify the steps and types of script writing used in media. This is important because script writing is the backbone of media production. Last one, recognize the qualities and process of effective newscasting. This is included to highlight the skills and professionalisms needed by newscasters. We have finished discussing the learning objectives. Now, let us move on to identifying what is broadcasting. Broadcasting is a powerful means of delivering news and information to the public because it reaches a wide audience quickly through television, radio, and online platforms. Broadcasting is a powerful way of delivering news and information to the public because it can reach a large audience quickly through television, radio, or even online platforms. It allows people to stay updated on important events, whether they are local, national, or international. For example, during a typhoon, television and radio stations broadcast weather updates, evacuation notices, and safety reminders. This helps people prepare and protect themselves even if they are in a far-flung areas. Now let's proceed on identifying what is script writing and newscasting. Script writing and newscasting are essential for ensuring that information is clear, accurate, and engaging. Script writing and newscasting ensure that information is clear, accurate, and engaging. A script organizes the flow of news, while newscasting is the actual delivery of that news to the public. Without a script, reports may sound unprepared, and without effective newscasting, the audience may not trust or understand the message. For example, in a nightly news program, the script is prepared in advance to include headlines, interviews, and weather reports. The newscaster then delivers it with the right tone, pronunciation, and confidence so that viewers clearly understand the updates of the day. In short, when we say broadcasting, it delivers the message widely, while when we say script writing and newscasting, it is organized and deliver the message clearly and professionally. Having established the definitions of broadcasting, script writing, and newscasting, let us now proceed to what makes good broadcasting. First, good broadcast writers know that much of the appeal of most of their stories will be emotional. Broadcast stories connect best when they appeal to emotions like happiness, sadness, fear, or hope. Emotions capture attention and make the story memorable. For example, instead of saying the storm caused heavy damage in the town, a broadcast writer might say, families are left homeless tonight after powerful winds rip roofs from houses, leaving children and parents searching for shelter. Second one, good broadcast writers use words that can capture an audience and create understanding the first time. Broadcast writing should be simple, clear, and easy to understand immediately, since people only hear it once. Avoid jargon or complicated language. Example: instead of meteorological conditions will likely result in significant precipitation accumulation, a broadcast writer says heavy rain is expected to fall tonight. The third one, good broadcast writers know someone has to read what they wrote aloud on the air. Sentences should be written in a way that's easy to speak and listen to. Long or complicated sentences can confuse both the announcer and the audience. Example: the president, after attending a lengthy international summit with leaders from across the globe, addressed the nation in a late-night televised broadcast that lasted more than an hour. Better for broadcast, after a world leaders meeting, the president spoke to the nation last night for over an hour. That's the shorter and easier to read aloud. Last but not the least, good broadcast writers cut to the chase quickly, but in a conversational style. Broadcast writing should sound like natural conversation and get to the main point fast, without unnecessary build-up. For example, instead of saying, "in a development that may surprise some, it has been reported by official sources that gasoline prices are expected to rise significantly in the coming weeks." A broadcast version is, "gas prices are going up next week." That concludes our discussion on what makes good broadcasting. We shall now proceed to examine the differences between television and radio broadcasting. Now, let's define what is television broadcasting. A television broadcasting uses both audio and visuals, which makes it more engaging because viewers can see images, videos, and graphics along with hearing the news. TV combines both sound and visuals, which makes it powerful because viewers don't just hear the story, they see it. The images, videos, and graphics strengthen the message and help people understand faster. For example, if a wildfire breaks out on TV, reporters can show live footage of burning forests, firefighters battling flames, and evacuated families. This makes the audience feel the seriousness of the disaster more directly than words alone. Now, let's move on to radio broadcasting. A radio broadcasting relies only on audio, which makes it cheaper, more accessible, and easier to produce. Since there are no visuals, it requires strong voice delivery, clear pronunciation, and effective storytelling to capture the audience's attention. Radio depends solely on audio, so it's cheaper and easier to produce. Because since there are no visuals, the broadcaster must use clear speech, engaging storytelling, and strong voice delivery to paint the picture for listeners. For example, for a parade, on radio, the announcer might say, "Colorful floats are rolling down the street. Children are waving flags, and a marching band is filling the air with music." The audience can't see it, but the description helps them imagine the scene vividly. The differences of these two is television appeals to both sight and sound, making the experience more immersive, while radio depends entirely on voice clarity and the imagination of the listeners. The main distinction is that TV appeals to both sight and hearing, creating a fuller experience, while radio only appeals to hearing, leaving listeners to imagine what is happening, like what I discussed before. For example, for a sports event, on TV, you see the goal scored, the cheering fans, and the scoreboard. While on radio, you only hear the announcer's excited voice describing the goal, so you picture it in your mind instead of actually seeing it. That's the differences of these two. So in short, when we say TV, it is made of sound and visuals, making an immersive experience, while when we say radio, you can only hear sound. It may be cheaper but requires stronger storytelling.
Next is all about the principles in broadcasting. First is the accuracy. News must be true and based on verified facts. Accuracy is detailed or true or facts only, not story-making or false information. Next is the clarity. Information should be easy to understand. Clarity specifies the clear information. And the third one is the objectivity. Avoid bias and personal opinion. Objectivity, we need to hear their opinion about the issue or problem, but we should not take their sides. And the fourth, timeliness. Deliver news quickly and at the right time. In my experience in radio broadcasting, we must deliver on time. And lastly, the engagement. Present information in a way that captures audience attention. Engagement, it is the clear information and skills in reading to get the attention of the audience. And let's move on to the strategies for writing effective broadcasts. As you do when you write for print, find the impact and the elements and then wrestle with the words that show, meaning seeking information and learn about the information that will show. Give your audience a few seconds to pay attention. Example, in reading a books, the teacher told you to come in front and read in front of your classmates. Next, locate your story for your audience right away. Example in reporting. In reporting, after your report, asking question to them what they'd understand. Write as you speak, only better. Meaning when you speak, write down. Limit yourself to one thought per sentence. Meaning time consciousness. Direct to the point and avoid hesitation. Make your RDR resonate without features. And write for the ear. Look for ways to put the story in the present tense. Example ko dito is, I ate a burger in a way too much. And avoid quoting people in RDS. Read it aloud. So we need to read it loud, then to make it clear the information. And lastly, time yourself reading it aloud. We need to limit our time in reading aloud to give information clear and to get the attention of our audience.
Let's go first to the script writing. Script writing is the process of writing dialogue, narration, and directions for broadcast programs. It serves as guide for how information will be delivered, ensuring that the message is organized and easy for the audience to understand. And there are the steps in script writing. And if you want to be a scriptwriter someday, you need to learn these steps. So the first is, writers conduct research to understand the topic, roughly. And the second one, writer gather facts and sources to them to make sure the information is accurate and credible. And third, writer organize the details using the inverted pyramid style, presenting the most important fact first, followed by supporting details. And fourth, writers draft the script in clear and natural language. And lastly, writer's script is revised to remove errors, improve flow, and fit the required time. And if there are steps in script writing, there are also types of script writing. Okay, so The types of scriptwriting: number one is news script. Focus on accuracy and clarity in reporting events. Second, entertaining script. Entertaining script designed to amuse and engage the audience in show or programs. Third, drama script. Drama script highlights dialogues and emotions for storytelling. And lastly, advertisement script. Advertisement script, short, persuasive, and aimed to promoting products or services. And that is script writing. And let's move on to the second, the actual newscasting. An actual newscasting is the act of delivering the written script to the audience through broadcast, whether on television, radio, or online platforms. It is the stage where all the preparation in research and scriptwriting is brought to life by the newscaster or reporter. And if you want to become a newscaster, you must behave these four good qualities of a newscaster. First, clear and confident voice. Second, good pronunciation and diction. Third, neutral and professional tone. Last, proper body language and eye contact.
Now let's proceed to the 5 process of newscasting. First, news gathering. Reporters collect facts and stories. News gathering is when reporters collect facts, conduct interviews, and observe events to get accurate information for the story. For example, a reporter goes to a flood-affected area, interviews residents who lost their homes, and takes notes on government rescue operation. Second one, script writing. The information is organized and written down clearly. Script writing is how you gathered information, organized and written clearly, so it's easy for the newscaster to read and for the audience to understand. Example, instead of writing due to the low pressure area combined with the southwest monsoon, heavy precipitation has been observed in multiple provinces. A scriptwriter might write, heavy rains hit several provinces today as a low pressure area combines with the southwest monsoon. Third one, editing, which ensures that the script is accurate, concise, and error-free. Editors check the script to make sure it is accurate, free of errors, concise, and follows proper style. This ensures credibility and professionalism. For example, if the script says 30 people were rescued, but official reports confirm 300 people were rescued, the editor corrects it before it's broadcast. The fourth one, rehearsal. The newscaster practices proper delivery and timing. The newscaster practices reading the script with the right tone, pronunciation, and timing. This helps them sound confident and natural on air. Example, a news anchor rehearses reading a breaking news story about an earthquake to make sure their tone is serious and respectful, avoiding a rush or casual delivery. Last but not the least is the broadcast, live or recorded for the audience. The news is delivered live or recorded either on TV, radio, or online for the audience to watch or listen. For example, at 6 o'clock p.m., the anchor goes live on television and says, "Good evening. Here are the latest headlines," and proceed with the day's top news stories. In short, when we say gather, it collect facts, and when we say write, organize into a clear script, and when we say edit, it is how you double-check accuracy, and rehearsal, it means how to practice delivery. Last, broadcast, present live or recorded. Let's proceed to the conclusion. Both script writing and newscasting are vital in effective journalism because they ensure that information is presented clearly, accurately, and in a way that connects with the audience. Television and radio broadcasting may differ in format. television combining visuals and sound, and radio relying only on audio. Both share the same purpose of informing, educating, and engaging the people. The core of all broadcasting are the values of accuracy, clarity, and professionalism, which build trust and credibility between the media and its audience. It highlights that even though television and radio are different in format, they both serve the same purpose of informing and engaging people. I also wanted to emphasize the accuracy, clarity, and professionalism are the core values of broadcasting because this build trust and credibility between the media and the audience. Thank you for listening, and I hope everything was clear and understandable.